here we go. We've got our first crew of the day coming in on approach. And Cap looks like he's ready to roll. Got somebody up in the bow, and then somebody sitting in just in front of the helm. As Cap's going to kind of try and scope it out and determine where he would like to go on this one. But welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here visiting 79th Street. So Cap brake checks it up as he's trying to determine where he wants to go. He's pushing somebody off behind him who's coming up the channel behind him. Now he's in reverse. Is he trying to back up to a different dock? And now it looks like he's going to spin it around, backs it up again. And it looks, I'm assuming he's just trying to turn it around. But I'm not 100% sure why he didn't just try going in on one of the docks that's open down here. So, spinning it back. Well, Wifey's kind of staring back at him here like, what are you doing, bro? Shaking her head, no. Not really having it. So, coming back down the channel, but there's another boat coming down the channel here. And now they're all going to wind up fighting about it. So... the boat's going to skip in on him and go ahead and take one of these open docks. I'm not sure why he didn't come in and take one of the docks as well. Wifey did not appear to be having it for some reason, though. So let's see how this Cap does as he makes his approach. Goes ahead and turns that bow in, getting a line ready on the bow. No fenders out, but not uncommon down here for 79th. I don't believe the people at 79th believe fenders exist. I don't know. I never see them down here for whatever reason. Now, it is a fixed dock versus a floating dock, which I don't want to say makes it a little less usable because you do have to line everything up correctly, but so maybe that's it. I'm not 100% sure, but so here we go. Cap's coming in, line on the ready. Approach looks pretty solid. And she goes for the line toss. And overall, they look pretty good on the first attempt. Cap brake check. Oh, she almost goes down as he starts getting a little handsy with the throttle right at last second as he comes in on number 4. And there we go. She gets it around the pole now. And Cap's going to leave the helm. And this crew should be good to go now. And I'm not 100% sure what happened here, but all of a sudden they just kind of lost it. The wind grabbed the boat. I'm assuming they didn't have a bow line on it, or they released the bow line, and that bow just went sliding over all the way into the boat, all the way across on the other dock. So now they're trying to get it brought back over, and they're loading this one onto the trailer, so I'm assuming that's what happened, is that somebody untied that bow line, the wind grabbed it, and just pushed it over there, as they're trying to get it brought back over so they can slide it up and on now. That was interesting for a moment. There was nobody over there on the other boat, so nobody really saw it happen. I wonder if they'll even say anything to that crew like that, hey, we accidentally hit your boat, but I highly, highly doubt it. So here comes our initial crew from earlier, back in now, and gonna try this one more time. So again, we've got what looks like lines ready on the bow. They almost ran into a jet ski. I don't know who was actually at fault there, whether it was the boat or the ski. Again, a little more arguing back and forth. But our boat crew's going to be back underway. So, Cap reversing out to try and get a good pivot point where he can try and get in on the dock. He is all over the place with this throttle. I do not know what's going on here. But man, he is not taking it easy as he approaches the dock at all. He's really on it hard. So here we go, coming in. The line doesn't look terrible. The stern's starting to kick out on him a little bit. Wifey goes for the grab, misses on the pole. He winds up brake checking it back over to get the stern to come back around. And then leaves the helm himself. Get the line toss on. And they'll wind up getting it pulled over. So Even though he was all over the place with the throttle, he was pretty successful in getting it on. I don't know why they didn't go for the dock on the first try. In other words, where he came in and wound up spinning it around instead of actually coming in and attempting the dock on that first run. Maybe he didn't like something about it, but they're all good in the end, and they wound up getting it on. So our crew here is trying to get this one off, and they're trying to navigate around the guy poles on the trailer. So our girl on the boat's kind of giving direction to the girl on the dock. The girl on the dock doesn't seem all that interested in any of it, though. She's just like, yeah, whatever, bro. Like, get the boat off the trailer. Let's go to the sandbar. So you can see security. She's telling her to back it up. It's kind of a busy day down here, so they're doing that on purpose. She doesn't want her to come short, as she knows if they back it up, she can direct another vehicle right in front of them to go ahead and be able to launch their boat as well. So we saw the first tug there, and it didn't want to come off. So here our girl is struggling. I guess maybe it's still stuck on the trailer? I mean, there we go. So it's broke free for sure. But now they've got to walk this one back down. That wind is blowing today, and I'm wondering if that's not what's kind of causing this. As you can hear it, you can see the trees in the background as the ladies struggle to try and walk this one down the dock. It shouldn't be that bad, though. I mean, there's two of them. But the way the wind's blowing, it's kind of blowing forward on the dock a little bit. So it's hitting the stern of the boat. That's why the stern's kicking out, as you can see here. And it's struggling on letting them to bring it back, but they've stopped coming back now. So the girl on the end is already tying the line around the pole, but I don't believe they're as far back as security wants them, because they want them to go back so they can get another boat launched. So the girl on the bow, she's pushing it back, and we're trying the slow walk back. But our guy at the truck, he's not in any rush to get out of here either, so it may not matter how far they walk it back. So we're all the way to the end now. Girl in the pink, she's got the line, but man, look, it's crazy how much the wind is affecting this boat. Now, I can't tell if the girl on the front's tied the line off already. If she has, she's done so too tight, and that's why the stern can't get the line over. She is, yeah, she's wrapped around the pole up there. But when you tie the bow that tight, the stern won't come. So she's going to have to loosen that one up for them to be able to get this one pulled over the correct way. As you can see, our girl in the pink bandana, she's trying to pull, but it's not coming. And I think the light bulb just went off that, oh, yeah, no, wait a minute, never mind. I've got to give you a little slack on this one. You pull it over. There we go. Kind of. Because she hit the line again on the bow. As soon as she gave her a little slack and it started to come, she tightened it back up, and now they're basically playing tug-of-war against each other. As they're both trying to hold the line, and neither one's really getting it to give way at all. But it is tied up, and they are at the end of the dock. So here we go with our next crew coming in on approach. Oh, getting a little handsy with the throttle back here. And again, look at the flag. That shows you how much the wind is blowing down here today. It's hard to tell without something as defining as the flag that you see there. But she's whipping today. She's a blowy girl. So Cap went in with the first attempt. I think they're trying to pick the guy up on the end of the dock. I don't believe, because they just launched a few minutes ago. So I don't believe they're actually coming in trying to tie up to end the day. But Cap is all over the place on the throttles on this one. And he's going to spin her around and try and get a good line. So as you can see from the flag, it's kind of blowing in toward the ramp and right to left across the screen as well. So Cap's got the right idea here. Start far enough out where you can, well, maybe he doesn't. I thought he had the right idea for a moment, which was start far enough out and let the wind push you in. But man, he is all over the place on these throttles. Cap's like, bro, just jump. Jump in. We're not getting close to that dock. Starts to turn it, but now he's going to have to fight the wind to get in on that. I don't... There was like a weak-ass line toss right there that wasn't even close. There we go. Weak-ass line toss 2. Hopefully I can say that on YouTube and it's not going to get the video restricted. But again, that wind and currents grabbed him now, pushing him all the way to the left of the screen. I mean, why not just stay on this dock, bro? You're there. Tell your boy to move. That's the easiest part of your skill sets is, you know, you get him to walk over. He can easily do that. And there we go. Just stay on this dock right here. I think that's Cap that left the helm. No, it's not. It was somebody else on the boat. And here comes their boy running, trying to get on before the boat slides off, and he better hurry because it's sliding off quick. But trying to get it pulled around, which is probably the best for Captain, because then he can just throw it into forward and just wind up going without too much maneuvering. He is on. Cap better get this thing moving, though, before he starts drifting back into other boats. And there we go. They're good to go, and they're going to head out and get out of here and enjoy a day on the bay. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, do some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, where Man and Machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.